and welcome to Notice Tonight, the show that decodes the region. I am Wasbir Hussain. The Union Cabinet on Wednesday spent time discussing the Assam Accord, many critical clauses of which have been left unimplemented for 35 years since the deal was clinched in 1985. The Cabinet did not come up with anything earth-shaking, but decided to set up a high-level committee to go into the entire gamut relating to implementation of the accord that had brought the curtains down to the Assam agitation of the 80s. Incidentally, independent India's biggest mass uprising. Most importantly, the high-level committee will come up with recommendations for specific constitutional, legislative and administrative safeguards for the Assamese people as envisaged in Clause 6 of the Assam Accord. Issues like reservation of seats in the Assam Assembly, reservation in employment, and things like who would be entitled for such reservation or the quantum of reservation would be discussed by the committee and recommendations will be forwarded to the centre. Now, there has been widespread reaction to the cabinet decision, but key stakeholders like the All Assam Students Union are not that excited, saying these issues have already been gone into and what is needed now is implementation of Clause 6 of the Accord. What is significant is the ASU stand linking the centre's move of providing constitutional and other safeguards to Assamese people to its action in getting the Citizenship Amendment Bill passed into a law. The ASU has asked as to why the centre on one hand is trying to provide constitutional safeguards to the people of Assam and on the other moving forward to confer citizenship to Hindu migrants from Bangladesh. The ruling BJP of course has its response, saying what no government did in 35 years, the Modi government was sincerely trying to accomplish, that is, get the Assam Accord implemented in letter and spirit. That is the BJP's point of view. Now, to discuss the subject, I have with me top AGP leader and one of the signatories of the Assam Accord, Prafulla Kumar Mahanta, former Assam Chief Minister and top Congress leader Tarun Gogoi, BJP spokesman Rupam Goswami, ASU Chief Advisor Dr. Samujjal Bhattacharjee, Dr. Akhil Ranjan Datta, Head of the Department of Political Science at Guwahati University, Mr. Dilip Bora, Vice President of the Ahom Gana Parishad and writer and commentator Mayur Bora. I'd like to go straight to Dr. Samujjal Bhattacharjee. Dr. Samujjal Bhattacharjee, why is the ASU upset? Why don't you welcome the centre's move? Because although it is late, we all want implementation of the Assam Accord in letter and spirit. I am sure you also want the Assam Accord to be implemented, although it is late in the day.
See, the formation of committee is not a new thing. It's we have been hoodwink by the central government because on one hand, the central government, by violating the spirit of the Assam Accord, they are imposing the Citizenship Amendment Bill 2016 on the people of Assam. On the other hand, they are forming a committee. So it's a double standard on the part of the central government. And after 4.5 years, Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi could find some time to discuss about Assam Accord in this central committee. In last 4.5 years, they could not find a single day to discuss about the Assam Accord. That is their sincerity. On the other hand, formation of the committee. Regarding the Clause 6, this tripartite subcommittee was formed in 1998. See, it's a tripartite agreement. This Assam Accord was signed in between Assam government, central government, and all Assam Students Union and Ganasangram Parishad. ASU is the signatory of the Assam Accord. And in 1998, as per Clause 6, the subcommittee was formed consisting of 4 members from central government, 3 members from Assam government, and 3 members from ASU. And we had discussed about the clauses of the Clause 6 of the Assam Accord. Various suggestions were discussed. Regarding the seat reservation, it was decided in the subcommittee that the seat reservations will be there in the local bodies, assemblies and parliament. Quantum of seat was also discussed. So that process, that is a process. Now again, committee upon committee, we have been hoodwink. And one more important point, the most important point, that they are, on one hand, they are violating Assam Accord. On the other hand, to hoodwink the people of Assam, they are denouncing this committee. In last 4.5 years, Prime Minister Narendra Modi could not find a day to discuss about Assam Accord with the All Assam Students Union.
Dr.
Though the Prime
Bhattacharjee,
Minister is the signatory of the Assam
yes,
Accord.
Dr.
In
Bhattacharjee,
last
please,
4.5
I'll come
years,
back to you.
Home Minister could find time only once to discuss about Assam Accord.
I will come.
And in
Yeah.
the state
I will
government,
come
the
back
Honorable
to
Chief
you,
Minister of Assam
Dr.
could not find a
Bhattacharjee.
day to discuss about Assam Accord.
Right. I have noted your. I'll come back to you in a while. I would like to go straight now to Mr. Tarun Gogoi, top Congress leader, former Assam Chief Minister. Mr. Tarun Gogoi, welcome. How are you looking at the Union Cabinet's decision to take a fresh look on the Assam Accord and setting up of a high-level committee, particularly look into Clause 6 of the Accord? Mr. Tarun Gogoi.
You see, it is nothing but another hoodwink, another attempt to betray the people of Assam. Why this government, who is going to complete the 5-year terms within just a few months, they have just woken up for implementation of Assam Accord. And everybody is keen, and everybody wants that Assam Accord to be implemented in letter and spirit.
Yes.
But by bringing this Citizen Amendment Bill, which is contradictory totally against the Assam Accord, and Clause C Assam Accords provides for preservation of the culture, traditions, language of Assamese people.
Okay.
And by amendment of the Citizen Amendment Bill,
Yeah. Right.
the very purpose of our preserving our culture, tradition and language, it is going to be disturbed by this Citizen Amendment Bill.
Okay, it's almost on the same lines that it's an attempt to hoodwink. That's what Mr. Tarun Gogoi has also said. Mr. Prafulla Kumar Mohanto, I'm getting the opening remarks of all my panelists before we start the open debate. Mr. Prafulla Kumar Mohanto, you are one of the signatories of the Assam Accord. You have been Chief Minister of the state twice. How do you react to the setting up of the new committee once again by the central government? Mr. Mohanto.
I think if they think positively, then it will be better, because a lot of time passed already. And the Home Ministry is the nodal ministry of the central government to implement the Assam Accord as per provision of the Assam Accord. And they delayed it, therefore people of Assam suffered.
Okay, Mr. Mahanta thinks that time to look at the whole issue positively, and because a lot of time have already passed, I will come from my right side, because you should always, although I have admittedly a leftist on my right hand, extreme right, Akhil Ranjan Datta. How do you react? Both Dr. Samujal Bhattacharjee and Mr. Tarun Gogoi said it's an attempt to hoodwink the people of Assam. Prafulla Mohanto said that, although it is late, we should look at it positively. What are your thoughts?
I look at what happened in 2014. You remember in 2014, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, while campaigning for 2014 elections, he talked about giving, ST status to 6 communities of Assam, and that contributed towards winning, towards the victory of BJP in Assam. What happened to that? That has not got materialized. Now, when you look at the Clause 6, there are 2 important things, administrative apart, constitutional and legislative. What does constitutional mean? It has to insert particular clauses in the Constitution.
True, but
Second, just I'm telling.
yeah.
Second, if we talk about legislative, it has to bring amendment to the Representation of People's Act. Both these cannot be done by a government, by this government, if it doesn't come back to power in 2019. Therefore, my understanding is this, that this government cannot implement Clause 6 within
such a short time, without discussing the issue with various stakeholders.
It cannot do it. Yeah.
Okay. We will, Mr. Dilip Bora, you have heard Mr. Prafulla Kumar Mohanto, your party colleague, saying that you should look at it positively. What are your thoughts?
When I first read the news about forming of this committee, the first question that came to my mind was that why so late? Why it could not be formed 4.5 years back? So this shows that there is some kind of, manipulations or maybe some kind of objective into it which may affect the coming elections to Lok Sabha.
Absolutely. I'll come to Rupam Goswami last so that he can give an overall response. Mayur Bora, you have heard Dr. Samujal Bhattacharjee is saying, everyone is saying that most of the people are saying this is an attempt to hoodwink the people of Assam. But my point is, 35 years is a long time, fine. Admitted, as Dr. Samujal Bhattacharjee said, several committees were set up in the past by the government. I have this report, I have this document where in 1998 itself the Ministry of Home Affairs had set up this subcommittee to look into the very same thing which the present cabinet has set up, the high level committee. My point is, since nothing has emerged, instead of just sitting tight and doing nothing about it, don't you think that we should back this initiative of the new government to push ahead with a fresh set of recommendations? Obviously, they will also look at the past recommendations. After all, MHA will be the nodal ministry. MHA is going to fix the terms and conditions of this committee. That is what Rajnath Singh had categorically stated in the press briefing. Now, is there a need for everyone in the state, all the stakeholders, to look at this move positively rather than criticizing it? What do you think, Mayur?
No, see, Wasbir, had they done immediately after 2014 or immediately after 2016, probably I would have given them the biggest benefit of doubt, because many people who are not Hindutva supporters, they also supported the developmental paradigm that Prime Minister Modi tried to popularize in the run-up to the 2014 election.
Right.
But what they are trying to do is nothing but in their lexicon only, they particularly use one word, jumla. It is one of the biggest jumla they are trying to perpetrate on the people of Assam. It's nothing but a joke. I think even hoodwink is a very, very mild word there, because they have violated one part of the Assam Accord, the main heart and soul of Assam Accord. They want to violate, but the other portion they are lapsing on to only the clause 6, which is not very easy to implement given their intent to implement it in the right way.
I've got a sense. Two of the former chief ministers are sitting on this program. I'll have to go back to them as well, apart from all our other panelists. But Rupam Goswami, the ASU in the last 2 days since this have said, Dr. Samujal Bhattacharjee is here, he will himself say, but basically saying that people are seeing a link between the Assam Accord as well as the Citizenship Amendment Bill. The allegation against the BJP-led government is that on one hand, you are trying to satisfy the people of Assam and the Assamese people by presenting the fact that, okay, you are serious about the implementation of the Assam Accord. But only 3 months left for the election. Why so late? That is one question you have to answer. On secondly, the attempt, on one hand, you are promising to provide constitutional safeguards to the people of Assam, and on the other, the allegation against you is that you are trying to amend the Citizenship Act so that you can provide citizenship to Hindu migrants from Bangladesh. So how do you respond to these very, very important allegations?
Well, Wasbir, our Narendra Modi's main theme is Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas. So he wants to protect each and every Indians, whether he is Hindu or Muslims or Christians.
Yeah.
So, like what happened in Assam, now what should be the point of discussion actually? On this cabinet decision, the point of discussion should be how to safeguard ourselves. Like how the...
Nobody can deny, nobody can dispute what you are saying. Nobody can dispute. But point is, why so late in the day? Why only 3 months left? Why did the Modi government did not do this in the last 4.5 years? Yes.
Wasbir, in last 33 years, Congress ruled 20 years and they have done nothing to implement the Assam Accord. I'm not going to talk on that. But now, the point of discussion should be on that. How to protect ourselves, what community, what are the seats to be reserved, how to go ahead with it. Because we are trying, we have given serious effort.
Yeah.
Okay, of course late. I agree with that.
And what about the second part of my question?
That is a very bogus, because from the very beginning it is very clear that no Hindu can be an immigrant in India. That is very clear.
Okay.
BJP's concept, that is very, very clear.
So
No doubt about it.
It is the right.
We are not only
it is
that,
their right. That is what you were saying.
Not only that, during the partition also, people were at that time when the partition taken place, it is on the basis of religion.
Okay.
And during that time, people
will-
who live in not that places, that undivided Pakistan.
Yeah.
So they were not asked whether you will be with that part or this part.
Okay, let's not go into that now.
That
but
has to
you have,
be,
you
because
have
it has
answered
got-
the
it
question.
has got linked.
You have answered the question. Dr. Samujjal Bhattacharjee, now you see already 34 years have passed since the Assam Accord was signed. Yes, you are absolutely right. These are some of the earlier committees, etc., which the government of India had formed. That's okay. Nothing has happened. That is also the reality. Now, fine, yes, the government has to answer, there is a motive being attributed to the government's move, but my point is, will the ASU, which is one of the key stakeholders, cooperate when the committee begins its work? After all, they have to come to Assam, they have to talk to various people, various stakeholders, including the ASU. Will the ASU cooperate or not? Because if you don't cooperate now, the entire process may be delayed much more.
See, Wasbir sir, let us discuss about the fundamentals. I'll answer to your question. See, the BJP in the last assembly election, they in their vision document, they had committed to the people of Assam, they will implement the Assam Accord in letter and spirit. That is the commitment to the people of Assam. There was not a single word regarding protection of Hindu Bangladeshi in the vision document. Number two, what is the Assam Accord clause 5? Clause 5 is the detection, deletion and deportation. Post 71, Hindus and Muslims, they will stay in Assam. And pre 71, Hindus and Muslims, they will stay in Assam. The post 71 Hindu Muslim, they will be deported. It is the clause 5 of the Assam Accord. Now, by this Citizenship Amendment Bill, the BJP-led central government, they have diluted the spirit of the clause 5 of the Assam Accord. They say that those who have entered up to 2016, Hindu Bangladeshi, they will get the citizenship. The spirit of the Assam Accord, the core clauses of the Assam Accord, that is clause 5, is murdered. And now they are giving medicine that you will get clause 6, constitutional safeguard. The fundamental issue is the clause 5 of the Assam Accord, detection, deletion and deportation. So how this can be diluted? That cannot be.
But
on one hand, they are imposing the Citizenship Amendment Bill on the people of Assam. They are saying that all illegal Bangladeshi, Hindu Bangladeshis who are entering up to 2016, they will get the citizenship.
But is not the
spirit of the Assam Accord. See, this spirit of the Assam Accord cannot be diluted.
Dr. Samujjal
That is
Bhattacharjee.
the main thing.
No, what about, it's the Modi government which is pushing
Right.
ahead with the NRC. Is it not an attempt to delete, deport and expel the foreigners? Is it not an attempt to find out who is a foreigner and who is not? How are you looking at the NRC then?
Yes, the central government is, they are attempting to derail the process of updating NRC. Because NRC is as per Assam Accord. And the Citizenship Act is violating the spirit of the Assam Accord. It is against NRC. Citizenship Act is against NRC. NRC is based on Assam Accord. The central government is attempting to derail the process of updating NRC. This is the fundamental thing. So there is a reaction and protest throughout the state. So now the central government, suddenly they wake up and they have announced the high power committee for clause 6. Clause 6 is a must. Constitutional safeguard is a must. We need that constitutional safeguard.
Now the issue is why...
But the Assam Accord must not be diluted. That's the main point. That's the main point.
Right.
And committee. Earlier there was a committee. RCC. ASU is not the stakeholder. ASU is the signatory of the Assam Accord. So without discussing with ASU, central government and state government, they cannot decide unilaterally.
Okay, now you see at the end of the day, you are saying it's already late. What the government could have done, what the center perhaps could have done, was to revive all the earlier committees' recommendations. They could have taken a hard look at all those, had a meeting, and gone ahead.
Let us discuss about the fundamentals.
Absolutely, they could have done that. But Mr.
No, let us discuss about fundamental. What about the clause 5? Detection, deletion, deportation.
Let me go to Mr. Mohanto.
What about that? By this bill, they have diluted the Assam Accord.
Right. Mr. Prafulla Kumar Mohanto, the issue now is the timing. Why do you think, Mr. Prafulla Mohanto, why do you think was the delay? Why do you think the Modi government had taken so much time to come up with this decision? What is the decision? Just to form a high-level committee. Why could not this be done maybe 2 years earlier?
I think that they are not able to make up their mind, and the provision of the constitutional safeguard should be given to the not only Assam for entire northeast region, because indigenous people of the northeast region now slowly became the minority. And therefore, they should come forward and they must wholeheartedly devoted their times to implement the different provision of the Assam Accord. Then Assam will be safe. To save India tomorrow, Assam should be saved today.
Okay, that's a very interesting way of putting it.
Wasbir, but one thing I'd like to
Yeah.
say that what Honorable ex-Chief Minister Prafulla Mohanty is telling that they have not been able to make up their mind, I think it's a gross understatement. They are least bothered about the sentiments and emotions of Assamese people. That's why the Honorable
Okay,
Prime
that
Minister
is also
in
a
neighboring
sweeping
state-
statement.
No, that's it.
I
No,
think
see,
you are also making a sweeping statement,
I'll
Moyur.
just give you an example. I'll just give you an example.
it's a
He
sweeping
only said-
state-
He only said that once we come to power, all the people have to pack up and go. And now 4.5 years have elapsed and now there is forming one more committee. That's why I fully agree with Dr. Samujjal Bhattacharya. The part of the Assam Accord has been, they try to violate it and latching on to
Let
one
me-
particular aspect.
yeah,
and
there
try
are-
to
there are-
invoke
there are-
as if
there-
they
we have
are
to
the-
develop
they are the
this-
preserver of the Assamese people.
We have to go to, there are many aspects to this issue. Mr. Torun Gogoi, the All Assam Students Union sees a link between the present move of the central government, to come up with suggestions or to seek recommendations so as to implement Clause 6 of the Assam Accord to provide constitutional, legislative and administrative safeguards to the Assamese people, to its other decision of getting the Citizenship Amendment Bill passed so that migrants, Hindu migrants and other minority migrants from other neighboring countries can be provided with citizenship. Now, do you subscribe? Do you also see a link there, or do you think this is not the right thing to say? Do you see a link, Mr. Torun Gogoi?
There is a definite link. They want to satisfy the Bauddha community. And thereby they want to hoodwink the Bauddha community, Assamese as well as Bengali community also.
Okay. Okhiranjan Datta.
Now, what I stated in the very beginning, that when you talk about, it's not only about administrative safeguard. Probably if the central government wants to do something in terms of administrative safeguards, for example, opening the paper mills which have not yet been opened despite a lot of promises, that could be done by this government within 2-3 months or 3-4 months. But as far as the constitutional safeguard and legislative safeguards are concerned, and that is my concern, that cannot be done by the incumbent government.
Because of lack of time?
Lack of time, because constitutional safeguard
That is the
will
only
mean,
reason why you are saying they cannot do.
Constitutional safeguard mean it will have to insert certain provisions like Article 371, A, B, C, D.
No, honestly,
Rupa,
let
for
me
that
take
matter,
this.
bringing
Absolutely, I
amendment
got
to
your
the
point.
People's
Now,
Representation
Rupa
Act.
Goswami, you are very much, you are from, you are very much concerned with the interest of the people of Assam as everybody else. My question to you is, don't you think your government could have done it better had they taken up this move at least I'm asking you a very limited question on a limited point. Do you think this move should have come at least 2 to 3 years ago? Will you admit that?
Look, whenever we are into power, we always try to do justice to the Assam Accord. Even in 1998, it was we were at the center.
What have you done?
So we tried. We have a serious effort to implement the Assam Accord, but the Congress. Now that I was just want to say something to Mr. Torun Gogoi, he has been Chief Minister for 10 years, 15 years. And at the same time in the center, Dr. Manmohan Singh was for 10 years. And prior to that, another 10 term was with them.
No,
but they have
fine.
They have not done anything. Look,
you have every right to blame the Congress government. You are fully, it's within your purview. My point is, I'm asking a limited point which you are not answering. It is the end of the term of the present government. They have got an absolute majority in parliament. Now my question is, why did the Modi government not look into this issue earlier? That is a very simple question. Do you think it would have been better if the government could have done it earlier?
Look,
why are you not even saying that?
Why government is doing lots of
okay,
the Assam Accord.
So
look,
you have
we have opened up an office. For the first time, this government has opened up an office of the Assam Accord.
Set up a department.
Set up a department. Then we have all the Shaheeds, we have given support to them. Then even the injured people, we have given some. We have started working.
Now,
How can you say that? It is
now-
not possible. Look, Rome was not built in a day.
Okay.
People have to wait for that.
You have to wait. Even if you have to wait indefinitely, we have already waited for
and
35 years.
we are already
So
in the
the
pipeline.
Congress and everybody is to be blamed for non-implementation of the Assam Accord. That is also one view. Mr. Mohanto, now that is one view. You were also in power for 10 years, but let's look into this issue of the linkage. Are you also concerned about the timing of this whole move by the central government? Is there a link between the move to implement the Assam Accord and attempt to pass the Citizenship Amendment Bill? Are you also looking at it that way? Mr. Mohanto thinks there is. Dr. Samujjal Bhattacharjee says it's absolutely clear. Mr. Mohanto.
Because now the people of Assam and different organizations are annoyed upon the central government move, and therefore to dilute it, they probably declared this a high power committee.
Okay, are you then saying that it is a calculated strategy? Are you saying that it is a calculated strategy of the center? Mohanto.
Yeah, this is the eye watching only. They are not able to declare the terms and conditions of the committee and the object of the committee and when it will be going to complete. And members of the committee, they are not declared up till now. Only this is for IOS of the people of Assam.
No, Mr. Dilip Bora, more reason than for your party to actually get out of the alliance in Assam. One more reason then.
You are diverting from the question. Actually, the discussion point is that whether this can be implemented at this moment. I have already told that this is not possible to implement within this period. As Mr. Mohanto has already said that there is no terms of reference, there is no committee has been formed. Yeah, but when it will come?
It will come.
It is okay, when it will come? Because earlier committees are already there and they have already put up some recommendations. Those were ignored. I must say they are ignored. Mr. Tongoi sitting
Your
there,
party was in power in Assam for 10 years.
That time these committees were not formed.
Don't forget,
that was a IMDT
Mr. Mohanto is here.
IMDT
Your party was in power. I hope you remember that. Your party was in power for 10 years.
I was part of the administration at that time. We were actually handicapped because of the IMDT Act, which took long time to take away from the statute. Listen. There is a confusing signal from the central government at this moment because at one go they are trying to dilute clause 5, at the another they are trying to again implement so-called, this is a try only I am saying, they are forming a committee to implement, to look into the implementation of clause 6.
Right.
So these are two confusing signals are at the same time given to the people of Assam so that Barak Valley and Brahmaputra Valley, both the people of both the community can be satisfied.
I have got only one point to make. I can really appreciate the embarrassment because you are trying to defend the indefensible because people of Assam also want to get a clear signal, not a confusing signal after this being done when AGP is going to withdraw their support from BJP because they have been telling so many things in the last few. Now you
we'll come to that. We'll come to that.
People are Assam also getting a confusing signal.
There is actually a churn is taking place within the AGP about this issue.
Okay, we'll be very happy.
Why are you?
No, these things are interlinked.
Yes.
See, Wasbir. When we try to blame the all India political parties, our expectation on AGP.
Come on, let me say, don't try to put Mr. Dilip Bora in a spot.
Don't
corner him. His party does not want to give up the strappings of power. The AGP does not want to give up the strappings. They are very comfortable.
And there is a churning going on.
Let me ask Dr. Samujjal Bhattacharjee. Dr. Samujjal Bhattacharjee, after 1985,
I'm not a dictator that I can tell right now. I'm not a dictator.
After 1985, when the accord was signed, the AGP was in power for 10 years, the Congress was in power for 15 years, and the BJP at the center is almost in power for 5 years, and in Assam for 3 years. Now that means, moral of the story, Dr. Samujjal Bhattacharjee, is that none of the political parties have really worked hard to get the Assam Accord implemented in letter and spirit. Is my understanding correct or not?
Correct. Please allow me to submit 10 points very briefly. 10 points. First point, you have already expressed. After signing Assam Accord in last 33 years, all political parties were in power, either in Delhi or in Dispur. It's maybe BJP, Congress, AGP, CPI, CPM, all political
Yes.
parties were in power either in Delhi or in different chemistry. No political party had taken any initiative to solve this vexed foreign national problem by implementing Assam Accord in a specific time-bound program. That is number one. Number two, Honorable Chief Minister Tarun Gogoi is also here. Regarding the updating of NRC, Tarun Gogoi-led government had submitted an affidavit in the floor of the Supreme Court to enroll the names of all names whose names are there up to 2014 electoral roll. It also violates the Assam Accord. Number three, I like to submit other points. Number one, the insincerity of the central government and state government. The present Narendra Modi-led government, they could not find a single day to discuss Assam Accord at the Prime Minister level. In earlier occasion, there was discussion at the Prime Minister level. Manmohan Singh, another Debo Gowda, then VP Singh, all Prime Minister had meeting. But this Prime Minister could not find a day to discuss about the implementation of Assam Accord. Another point, the Home Minister level discussion had only once. And in 2017, it was discussed to revamp the tripartite committee. But 17, 18, now up to 19, they didn't implement that decision of the 2017 tripartite meeting, which was in which the present Honorable Chief Minister Sarbananda Sonowal also present. Another point regarding the border. See, in last 4.5 years, central government had failed miserably to seal this Indo-Bangla border. Assam government had admitted in the floor of the assembly that out of 2,268 kilometers, 100 kilometers is porous. So it's an unexcusable crime on the part of the central government and state government not to seal the border.
Right.
And see, they had declared time.
Okay.
Every 6 months they had declared time, and last date is expired on 31st of December. Now let me submit three more points. Another point regarding that committee. In that committee, in the PIB press release, one very interesting line is there. The line is there. It is expected that the setting of the committee will pave the way for the implementation of the Assam Accord in letter and spirit. How this committee can intervene in the process of implementing the Assam Accord?
Right.
The nodal ministry to implement Assam Accord is Home Ministry. The government is the central government and state government. No committee can intervene regarding the implementation of Assam Accord. The central government, they are trying to shift this, their burden to the committee. How this committee can be? They cannot. On the other hand, reservation of jobs.
But
in this PIB press release, they have said, let me submit one point. They said that quantum of reservation of employment under government of Assam. Government of Assam jobs must be reserved for the indigenous. We are demanding that the jobs in the railways and semi-central sectors should be reserved in the C and D for the locals. That should be one of the points which we had raised. So they have diluted the whole thing. And I like to appeal from this forum to the BJP-led government not to introduce this Citizenship Amendment Bill, not to pass this bill by violating Assam Accord, not to disturb the state again. And this committee which was from earlier, that please should be continued.
I'll go for a short break, but when I come back, I'll carry this conversation forward. Stay on, don't go away. Welcome back. Mr. Tarun Gogoi, Mr. Tarun Gogoi, so the timing, again, everyone is talking, most of the panelists are talking about the timing. Why now? Why the recommendations were not taken a fresh look? Why a new committee is necessary? Now, my question is, Mr. Tarun Gogoi, after the JPC nod to the draft Citizenship Amendment Bill, the opposition amendments were struck off. They said that they will be struck off with a vote. Do you think the centre will now pass this bill in Parliament, even if through an ordinance? What is the sense that you are getting?
Definitely, everybody knows all the amendment by the opposition party has been rejected by the JPC. All the amendment by the opposition party, all the opposition party. I'm not talking of Congress alone. They have rejected it. That means all the opposition party, they have reservation about this amendment bill, citizen amendment bill.
But if necessary, do you think the government will not hesitate to even take the ordinance route? Will they go for an ordinance even?
I have a doubt. They want to please the both sides. See, I have a doubt. Because suppose they go for ordinance, what about this Assam Accord implementation? So I don't know, because you see, the BJP, they plays the game of divisive politics. Sometimes with religion, sometimes with the language also. That is the main trust on which they came to power, and that is the trust on whom they are giving importance by dividing people, dividing the language, dividing the caste, sometimes region-wise also.
I must get in
That
Rupam
way
Goswami
they
here.
want to come to power. You see, they don't want to, because they have completely failed to implement their promises. Acha Din, bring down the prices, creating more employment jobs, bringing black money of 15 lakhs rupees. Completely they have failed. So to cover up their failures, now they want to play the role of divisive politics. By divisive politics they come to power, but I have doubt. Mere divisive politics, they will be able to come to power.
No, Rupam Goswami, this charge, see, we all know that this is a charge against the BJP, but how will the BJP counter this? Because whether it's not just coming from political parties, it's not just coming from the Congress or opposition parties, it is coming from established organizations, civil society organizations. Why attempt to give citizenship on the basis of religion? That is one of the, but you have answered. But can you be a little more specific and come up with your proper response to this?
Before that, I want to answer Tarun Gogoi's one question.
Yeah.
That he said that they want to please both the parties. Government is there to please all the people. What he is speaking, because they have been doing politics only for the minorities. That's why this type of word came out from them. And it is very shocking. So because the people have voted for benefit of the better society for everyone. We should have to think for every citizen of India. Okay. So look, we are very clear about our stance. So it is very clear, because I told you before also, because you have to give me time. And in between, I just want to say one more line. After agitation, we got that 1971. And all other rest states, they had 1951. That is also a point to be debated. In the later part, we will definitely debate today. That is not the point to debate. But we will debate on that someday. Definitely, the day will come. And people will start asking why 1971 and other rest states there without hesitating they got the 1951.
So
anyway,
I think
point to be
I will
discussed.
ask this question. Dr. Samujal Bhattacharya, you have heard what Rupam Goswami said, but before coming to you, I want Dr. Akhilanjan Datta to attempt an answer to this. Why 1971? Why not 1951 like the rest of the country?
No, 1917, the whole movement started with 1951. And it is because 1971, because of the specific situation in then East Pakistan and then Bangladesh. We have to understand this international political dynamics. And remember, 1971 has emerged as a consensus. You know that when the movement started, there was a conflict between the left progressive forces and the nationalist forces. And at that point, BJP, the RSS was attempting to polarize the movement, to communalize the movement. But once Assam Accord was signed, 1971 has emerged
so it
as
is
a
just
political consensus. Now remember, BJP is trying to dilute the consensus in the state of Assam. By that, they are damaging the solidarity, communal harmony, social harmony, and stability of the state. It never happened in last 10, 15
Let
years
us-
that
let
all
us-
sections of
no,
the
let us-
society have been
okay.
imprisoned on the street.
Let us stick to the, yes, Rupam.
Mr. Datta, you are a left, you said, no, it's not me, that you are being the left ideology. And left has opposes the Assam agitation.
Because it was-
Do you know that?
Yes, because it was 1951. You talked about 1951. You read EPW articles in 1980
give me
because it
some
was
time to
penetrated
speak.
by
Please
rightist
give-
forces.
Let him
It
speak.
was creating violence in the
Let him
state.
speak.
It was
Rupam
creating
speak.
violence in the state.
Rupam speak.
Therefore, the left and progressive
Rupam
forces
speak.
were
Yes,
opposing.
make your point.
But
Make
once
your
the
quick point.
Assam Accord was signed,
Mr. Datta,
have you ever heard?
will you give
Have
me
you
a
ever
chance to
heard?
speak?
No,
No, you
yes.
have not given me a chance. You are talking
You
about
are only
1950.
speaking.
Are
You are only speaking. I'm silent.
Mr. Goswami,
You are
Mr.
only speaking.
Mr.
The
Goswami,
people,
forget
those
about
who are
1951.
opposes the Assam agitation, now they seem to be more active. But BJP, we supported the Assam agitation. We have taken the Assam region to the parliament. And Mr. Samujal Bhattacharya knows very well because...
So we are talking about 2014. Why are you diluting
Mr.
clause
Datta,
5?
we are serious about
Clause
it.
5
You
of
people are
Assam
only doing
Accord.
politics.
Why are you talking
And
about 2014?
we are working on it. We
You
are
talk
already
about
working on it.
You know,
Let us come
That is very clear.
remember,
That
Goswami.
is very clear. And people of Assam, they understand BJP.
No.
They understand. They have a
No,
faith on
only one
our
sentence.
Chief
Only
Minister
one
Sarvanda
sentence.
Sonowal and our Prime Minister Narendra Modi.
Okay.
Only
They
sentence.
understand.
Must be only
They
one
knows
sentence.
our
Only
feelings
one.
because we are the people who has.
Only one sentence. One sentence.
Yes,
1951 is now being examined by the constitution bench of the Supreme Court. We have nothing to debate on that. 2014. Forget about 1951. You have not even accepted 1971. You are talking about 2041 or 2014.
Yes,
And you are telling
Moir.
that you are trying to safeguard the interest of the
I have to say one thing.
My point is very simple. When you say that all other states without hesitation they have got 51 and Assam got 1971, it is such a oversimplified and facile statement,
yes.
ignoring the realities of creation of Bangladesh and all,
yes.
and most importantly, then why we have to accept after sacrifice of 855 lives? Because people of Assam has showed enough sacrifice in accommodating people from others. But now,
That's
now
not
we are
the
trying to
question.
violate
That
it.
question should be asked now. That question should be asked. You are trying to dilute. You are trying to dilute the Assam Accord. Therefore, you are raising
Why
1951.
that? Because
Okay,
during
Doctor.
Indira Gandhi, he
Let
has
us go
given
to-
67.
let us go
Why
to-
didn't sign that accord at that time?
Okay.
That is another point
let me
discuss.
Yeah, let us now
Then
let's
we
go to Dr.
yes.
Samujal. Dr. Samujal Bhattacharya.
Why then? Why you have kept
No, let Dr.
people Shaheeds?
No. Let
People.
Dr.
Why?
Bhattacharya answer.
You ask
Let-
RSS and
no, no,
BJP. Why?
No, let us not
You
make
will
it
always see RSS.
No,
and
let us
BJP.
not.
Lefties have
It's-
done nothing
No, it
in
is-
this India.
No.
They are only spoiling. And this is a
Viewers,
total
this is
flop
not
concept
a-
in this
people
this
know
is
who are
modern
spoiling
world.
BJP.
India.
This is
flop
not a
concept in the
debate.
world.
This is not a
has
left
been
versus.
flopped by
No,
the
come
time.
on. Let's not waste time. This is not a left versus BJP debate. Dr. Samujal Bhattacharya, let's come back to the core issue. There was a question raised. I want you to explain 1971 after a mass hesitation, whereas rest of the country 1951. Now, answer by our panelists is very simple because Bangladesh was created in 1971. So now, what is your response to this?
See, after historic Assam movement, historic Assam Accord was signed. The then Prime Minister had announced from the Lal Killa by hosting tricolor. So it's a national commitment. And during that time, all political parties, they have welcomed, including BJP. The then leader, Atal Bihari Vajpayee, Advaniji, and all leaders, they were in parliament, they had welcomed the Assam Accord. So there is no dispute. All political parties had accepted the Assam Accord. Now why this debate? On the other hand, in the last manifesto, in the vision document, in the last assembly election, the BJP in their vision document has said they will implement Assam Accord in letter and spirit.
Exactly.
They should keep their commitment.
Yeah, we stand by
On the
it.
other
We stand
hand,
by Mr.
we have
Bhattacharya.
accepted the burden up
We
to
stand
71
by
Hindus
Mr.
and Muslims.
Bhattacharya, so that is
No. We have, as per Assam
doing on it.
Accord, we have Assam.
And we are implementing
No.
each and
If
every
both of
point
you
the
speak at the same
accord.
time, if both of you speak at the same
Yes,
time, nobody can
I'm
do-
coming to your point. I'm coming to your point. I'm coming to the point. Let me sum it. As per Assam Accord, those who have entered up to 71 Hindu Muslim, they can stay in Assam by having citizenship. But both 71 Hindu Muslim, they must be deported. That's very clear. And now And now by imposing the Citizenship Act, it's a violation of the Assam Accord. I'm just repeating the fundamental thing. Clause 5 of the Assam Accord. Detect the foreigner, delete their name from the electoral and deport them. So this is the fundamental thing. And by imposing the Citizenship Act, it violates the spirit of the Assam Accord.
Right.
How we can
Let
accept
me-
this bill?
Let me bring in.
I just want to answer
Very
one-
quickly,
one- just
very quickly.
Look, Citizenship Bill is for India, not only for Assam. Assam Accord is only for Assam, and Citizenship Bill is for whole of India. So you have to think on that perspective.
Okay, you have to think on that perspective. Now, Mr. Prafullo
So
Kumar
that cannot
Mohanto.
violate the Assam Accord. Now that cannot violate the Assam Accord.
We are here
Yeah,
to
that is-
protect, just a minute, we are here to protect everyone.
Okay, but you have
Indigenous
to-
people and as well as every Indian.
Not Bangladeshi. Not
Every
Bangladeshi.
Indian. Every
We are
Indian.
not Bangladeshi. We are
Every
here to
Indian.
protect the indigenous
Every
people and
Indian.
Indians,
No,
not the
He's
Bangladeshi.
saying don't
Every
protect
Indian.
Bangladeshis.
No, every
He's saying,
Indian, in your eyes,
Look,
Rupan
now
Goswami, those
Yeah,
this
we are
Bangladesh
here to
is
protect
Ghana.
Indians,
Why
not
we
the
have done the
Bangladeshis.
agitation?
No.
Who are the people?
Let me ask you a
Who
question.
are the people?
Let me ask-
who have,
Mo-
who have
Mo- I know
really-
what Moir is coming to.
really
Moir asked the question.
Paralyzed the Assamese
Moir asked the
society.
question.
No, see, Goswami,
That issue is
my-
no
Moir
more.
has a
Yeah,
question
yeah,
for you.
Goswami,
No,
that issue is no more.
no, let us
See,
have a
see,
civil debate.
once your
Answer
distinct-
this Moir's
Goswami,
question.
Issue is
just
there.
cool
You have
down.
committed
My
to
question
implement
is
Assam
very
Accord.
simple. When you say
Moir has a
Assam,
question.
Assam Accord and during your BJP manifesto or vision document, you have made it very clear.
Ask the question, ask the question.
Respecting the letter and spirit of Assam
Ask
Accord.
the question.
Now, when you say that up to 2014, the people, the Hindus, if they come from the other side of the border, then we are going to accommodate it with the help of this Citizenship Amendment Bill. That's what we are telling. That is violating Assam Accord. You may say that this is for whole of India, but we cannot allow Assam to be violated for the sake of India. That's what Dr. Samudra Bhattacharya is telling, and that's what I am trying to highlight and amplify before
Mr.
you.
Okay,
Moyur Bora,
let me-
like you have to understand the history of India. You have to look at, because the India was divided on the basis of religion.
That's
Very
a
clear.
wrong
That's
notion.
very clear.
India was
India is a
divided,
country.
but
On the basis of
Indian
religion.
freedom struggle was not
Not
driven by
You
communal
don't-
and
communal
religious
agenda.
things. Look at the Constituent Assembly.
When China attacked India, the communists supported China. Don't talk. You don't tell,
You
don't
do
tell us
not
what is
understand
patriotism.
history.
What
You
is
do
patriotism?
not
Don't
understand
teach us.
history.
You don't teach any BJP, any RSS
No, see,
people what
Goswami,
is
this is not a,
patriotism.
no, why you are getting so agitated? This is not a lesson for giving nationalism
Because you
or
people
patriotism.
supported the
So only thing we are raising.
the people
Goswami,
who
Goswami.
blast
Cool
who
down. It's early New Year, cool down, cool
when
down.
Pakistan
We are
wins,
asking some
you are for
questions.
that?
No,
But
Rupal,
why
Are
you
you for
getting
that?
agitated?
Are you with them?
No,
Only
we
one
cannot
word.
we cannot have a debate like this.
Agitated.
No, I will not
Please,
allow.
Wasbir,
Oh,
please,
blast
Wasbir.
no,
Wasbir,
we
please.
cannot
This
allow.
is not
Let
a
me-
civil debate.
This is
No,
not
let
a
us have a
lesson.
civil debate.
There is no
Let us have a
civic
civil
sense
debate.
in-
No,
says?
let us
Who
not
civic
shout.
sense in
Who
Rupa
says?
We cannot
Goswami.
shout. We cannot
No,
shout.
see,
We cannot
only-
shout.
only
Let
one
us have a
sentence.
civil debate.
Only one sentence. He keeps on telling, whenever I come here, he keeps on telling that the communists supported the China. And
Definitely.
look,
No,
who
let
were
him
arrested
respond.
in Assam? Only one
Definitely.
sentence.
Why not?
Let him
Who
respond.
were
Why not?
arrested?
Why not?
Who
I'm
were
not-
arrested?
did not
Let
you
me tell
support
me.
that?
Tell
Did not
me.
you support that?
Let me ask
Am
you
I
a
wrong?
question.
You tell me. You answer my question. Am I wrong or right?
I'm telling you, giving
just
you evidence.
say directly,
Who were
yes or
arrested?
no? Yes or
My
no?
eardrums are going to
Yes
pass.
or no?
Yeah.
My
Tell
eardrums
me.
are going to
Please,
pass.
please,
Yes or no?
No.
Who were arrested?
Yes or
Only one
no?
sentence.
You just answer. Why don't you
I-
answer
can I-
that?
Can I
Yes,
get from
no, I
here?
can answer
Just
one by
allow
one.
me
Now,
to-
I'm
no,
asking
no,
a
yes,
question.
sir,
I'm
No,
asking a question.
I'm telling no.
Acha, let
Allow
us
me to
let
allow
us
me to
let
say
us
one thing.
Wasbir,
no,
Wasbir,
let us
Wasbir,
let my
Wasbir,
question
one
my
sentence.
question let me
Please,
go to
please,
this.
please.
There are other
One sentence.
panelists. There are other panelists on
Yes,
this
yes,
program.
only one
There are
sentence.
other
Please,
panelists.
please, one sentence. Who were arrested? Vishnu Rabha. Who were arrested? Gauri-Shankar Bachchanji. Who were arrested? Amalendu Guha.
By whom? By then Congress people.
Exactly. Congress people. By Congress government. Were they
Why?
China supporters?
They are
Were they betraying India?
Okay,
Coming
let
back
us
to the
let
debate,
us
Wasbir,
not
allow me
coming
to
back.
make one
Let's come back to the
statement. Coming
debate.
back to the debate,
Yeah.
I think Dr. Samudra
I will go to
Bhattacharya will
Prafullo Kumar
agree.
Mohanto. I will go to Prafullo Kumar Mohanto.
Just
I will
allow
go to
me,
Prafullo Kumar.
allow me one
No,
thing.
very briefly,
Assam
very
has-
briefly.
Assam has sacrificed a lot. Just for the sake of India,
Okay.
as has been amplified by Rupam Goswami, we cannot sacrifice
No,
more.
why-
That is
why
the
we should
main.
sacrifice?
That is the main message
Why
we are
we
trying
should
to give.
sacrifice?
No, we have
Who has
sacrificed
given
enough.
the verdict to
Now-
sacrifice?
No, up to 2014,
Why?
we are
Why?
going to
Let
allow.
us not beat
How?
around the
How?
bush.
Why?
Now, Mr.
We will
Prafullo
not
Kumar
allow this to
Mohanto,
happen.
Mr.
Why
Prafullo-
will you sacrifice?
Mr. Prafullo Kumar Mohanto,
You have made a sacrifice.
let us, Mr. Prafullo Kumar Mohanto, clause 6. Mr. Prafullo Kumar Mohanto, I'm coming back to the debate. It has to be a civil debate. Mr. Prafullo Kumar Mohanto, coming back to the core issue of the debate, the clause 6 is the core or the heart of the Assam Accord because that provides that provision was providing constitutional, legislative and administrative safeguards to the Assamese people. My question is then, in the last, why did it take 35 years for this particular core or the heart of this Assam Accord to be implemented, or even at least given a clear direction for implementation? Because you have been Chief Minister for 10 years. I want an answer from you, Mr. Mohanto.
Yes, certainly. This is the heart core of the Assam Accord. And the central government, they delayed it to implement the provision. And you know that Dinesh Sami was the chairman of the committee, Constitutional and Legislative Safeguard for the people of Assam. And the committee also submitted the report during the period of the Congress regime. Now, I think they have not taken any decision. Up till now, the central government not taken any decision on the basis of that committee. And we formed the LC Joint as a chairman. LC Joint is another committee for economic development of Assam. The committee also submitted the report to the Home Ministry of the central government. Another for the cultural development, then MP Paragdhar Soliha was the chairman of the cultural development of Assam. That committee's chairman. And that committee also submitted the report to the central government. Except now, Shankardev Kalakshetra, others are not materialized up till now.
Now, Mr. Mohanto, you are a top leader of the AGP, you are the former Chief Minister, you are the founding president. My question is, what role should the AGP play in this scenario? Because you are part of the government in the state.
In this situation, I hope that AGP should play a vital role. And they must try to highlight the issues, and they must try to bound the government to implement the Assam Accord.
So, but do you think the AGP can do it by remaining a part of the coalition? Do you think it is time for the AGP to quit the coalition and carry the interest of the party forward?
No, if they are not going to work for the interest of the Assam and people of the indigenous people of the Assam, then there no need to stay with them. But that was a pre-alliance before poll. That alliance was done. This is now the coalition government, not led by majority share, MLAs belongs to BJP. Therefore, they are able to lead the government. But I think that they must abide by the rules and other rules of the coalition government.
Now, Mr. Prafula Kumar Mahanta, you have been as candid as possible, but I would like to press one more question to you. Do you think it is time now that your party take a close, hard look on the one issue, whether to continue with the government or not? Do you think time has come?
People of Assam want that AGP should come out from the government. Therefore, we submitted memorandum and a request to the Prime Minister and Home Minister and other central leaders not to pass the bill on the floor of the House and not to place the bill also. Probably you know that when Mr. Biren Bhoisan Kumar Deepak Das was the member of the Rajya Sabha, at that time Congress government was trying to place the bill of the land bill for giving the land of the Assam to the Bangladesh. And due to their opposition and due to the strong party decision, central government was at that time not able to place the bill before the parliament, Rajya Sabha. And but after that, this present government, they hand over the land of India, that is mainly Assam, to the Bangladesh. And then they bring this Citizenship Amendment Bill 2016. During the period of the election, they declared that after 16 May, the people of Bangladesh should be prepared with a bag and baggage to leave the India to Bangladesh. But instead of that, now the present government, they encourage them to enter India. And probably you know that a lot of them will be remain in Assam, not other parts of the country. This is the main problem for the indigenous people of Assam, that they are going to lose their culture, language, and they will become the minority, including political right also.
Okay. I have got a very simple question for you, Rupam Goswami. Is this understanding correct, that neither the BJP wants the AGP out, nor the AGP actually wants to go out of the coalition. I mean, everybody is fine with each other now, although they have been talking against each other.
No, we never wanted AGP to go out of the alliance. Even during the Panchayat Nirvashan, we always wanted to be with us, because we want to build the Assamese society, which were like, Assamese society is combination of lots of indigenous people, lots of different castes, tribes and all.
Yeah.
So that during the Congress tenure, they have divided every house.
So
into
you
small
don't want the
factions.
AGP to go out?
No, not at all.
So because you are saying that you wanted to bring a greater Assamese society, build a society, Mr. Dilip Bora, can you throw light on what is it that, it was a cat and dog fight during the Panchayat election. The BJP state president said the 3 AGP ministers are non-performing. And today, you are behaving as if everything is hunky-dory, everything is fine. Is it the correct understanding? What is your assessment?
See, basic idea of the coalition was to form a government which will be working for the interests of the people of Assam. We thought at that time that Congress government, which was in power for 15 years, they have not done the job that has to be done for the safeguard and security of the people of Assam as far as the foreigners are concerned. On that basis, and as we have got the assurance from the BJP that they will implement Assam Accord in toto and also work for development of Assam, the coalition was formed.
Yeah.
Obviously, it was very clear at that time that alone for the BJP or AGP or any party, including BJP also, it was not possible to form an alternative government to the Congress.
So that was the limited purpose.
That was
the limited purpose.
And the mandate was given on that basis.
Absolutely.
So
it's a very clear-cut,
very clear
answer there by Mr. Dilip Bora.
Later on, things were not developing as per what hope we had. And as a result,
therefore the questions have come up.
Now the question has come that whether the stance that is taken by the government, central government mainly, about actually amending the Citizenship Bill and then offering citizenship to the Hindus of certain countries, of course, not all over the world, because as they say, if Mr. Goswami is right, then if all the Hindus can come to India because they are Hindus, then those living in Bali and Fiji, they are also will be eligible for citizenship of India.
We'll go into that. Dr. Samujal Bhattacharjee.
So that is why we are opposing their central governments these issues. And we are working within the government and trying to convince the government that this is not the right way and go against the principles of the coalition.
Dr. Samujal Bhattacharjee, coming back to the core debate, Dr. Samujal Bhattacharjee, now what is the road ahead? You have very clearly said that this committee is an attempt to hoodwink the people of Assam and so on. But if we look at it, in a cool brain, what is the road ahead? How can we get this clause 6 implemented now? Because our job is to get the clause 6 implemented. Every people of Assam wants that.
Yeah, I'm in a cool brain. But at the same time, people want constitution safeguard, we want constitution safeguard, but we do not want illegal Bangladeshis who entered up to 71. During our debate, I had appealed to the BJP government not to bring this bill, not to bring unrest in the state of Assam. But for your information, just few minutes back, the Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi had declared in the Silchar rally that they will go with the bill. That means they will violate the spirit of the Assam Accord. It is proved now. We have been doing. On one hand, they are violating the Assam Accord, their clause 5, that they will protect the interests of the illegal Bangladeshis who have come after 71. On the other hand, they are giving us constitutional safeguard. It's a hoodwink. So it's one thing is very clear. To cover up the issue, that is the settlement of the illegal Bangladeshis who came after 71. They are announcing that cabinet decision on a high power committee. Committee was there, that spirit should continue. That is number one, for constitutional safeguard. Another thing that we are opposing the Citizenship Amendment Bill will violate the spirit of the Assam Accord. That movement is on, that movement will continue.
Right. I will go for a short break, but when I come back, I'll go straight to Mr. Torun Gogoi, veteran Congress leader. Don't go away. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Mr. Torun Gogoi, the ASU is saying there is no need for a fresh committee. It was not necessary. It was, it was not a great idea because there were such committees. Now, how do we move ahead in that case?
Is it definite? No, there is no need. What is the need? There is absolutely provision. Only you have to implement it. I do agree 100%. There is no need for any expert committee. Because that is a provision, only you have to implement. For implementation of Assam Accord, we have not considered any panel. Even for example, the gas caker, even for the fencing in the border areas, creating more outposts. We didn't consider any panel for implementation of all the clause one after another. Why you panel in it for only implementation of this clause?
Right. Now, what about an acceptable definition of the term Assamese people? That is, or do you think it is not an issue now anymore? Is it an issue at all? Assamese people, the term in clause 6 of the accord.
No, that is a major issue. That has been all along the major issue. It is going to be the major issue. First, you have to resolve it. Then the other question will come. Before resolving it, it is definitely a very sensitive issue. It has been and it continues to be, according to me. First, you have to resolve it. Then you implement it easily. Then it is very easy to implement, I will tell you.
Now, I am asking this question to others as well. The Congress is one of the main opposition parties, the main opposition party in Assam. Now, will you cooperate? Suppose this decision has already been taken, high-level committee will be formed, committee will be coming here, take the opinion of stakeholders. My question is simple. Will the Congress cooperate with this committee or not?
We will see. If it is just for a political game, there is no point of going to joining in the panel. If you see, it is nothing but a politics, and according to me, it is nothing but a politics. So I don't feel that we should join in the panel. There is no need.
Okay, Mr. Mayur Bora, how do we move ahead then? Because Dr. Samujal Bhattacharya has been very, very consistent on his stand. He has been very, very clear. The ASU stand has been clear. Even Mr. Torun Gogoi has said that this is an attempt to hoodwink. Others have also said. But my question is, how do we move ahead? Because at the end of the day, we all want the Assam Accord implemented.
See, our expectation is different, but how we are going to proceed further from this point will be really different. If you see the history of Assam in last 70 years, more so in last 30 years. Samujal Bhattacharya, ASU and all other civil society and student organization, they have been categorical, consistent. And that's why I have been regularly telling whether it is Congress or BJP, indigenous people of Assam, they feel more comfortable under the flag of this apolitical organization or non-political student organization than with political parties. Because Congress, they have seen what they have done in last 15 years. I'm not going to talk about last 70 years. And BJP also last 4.5 years and 2.5 years here, they are only playing with the sentiments and emotions of indigenous people. And now at the end, they are trying to give a lollipop. They are trying to give a lollipop. And which is, that's why I consider it
you have not seen the eviction of Satra's land.
No,
you have not seen the eviction of Satra's land.
Few things I supported.
What have seen there?
No, see. Now we are not discussing about APSC's corruption, where I supported. Now we are not discussing about eviction. Now we are discussing a much more pressing and serious issue, which is related to the respectful existence of indigenous people in the state of Assam. And if you are going to violate that, then don't think just because you took some corrective steps in respect of corruption,
with the indigenous people of Assam.
Don't feel that we are going to support it.
101% with
Our
the
support
indigenous
will be,
people of Assam,
and our support will be
issue-based.
Mr.
We'll
Goswami,
safeguard them constitutionally, administratively,
No, but how? When you are violating within 2 years, promising in 2016 that Assam Accord will respect and
don't worry, Mr. Mayur Bora.
No, don't worry, everyone is worried.
We have done
Everyone is worried about that. Everyone.
like we have
anyone who
done
is
in
not
APSC,
associated with
will do that
BJP
also.
and other political parties,
As
they
we
are
have,
worried. They have to
we
be
have
worried.
done in APSC, we'll do that also.
No,
We'll
okay.
safeguard every
Yeah.
indigenous people
I will,
of Assam.
I will
That
have
is our
I am
commitment.
running.
Just because
I am
you
running.
prepare
I am running.
feast well, no,
We'll
Wasbir,
safeguard.
just because they prepare feast well, I cannot presume that they will also be preparing chicken and mutton well, and that I think Assam of people of
A
Assam
good
are
cook,
not
good
full
cook
enough.
always prepare
No,
everything good.
not like that.
A good cook
Only-
always prepares
okay,
everything.
let
You
us
can
not
prepare
debate.
the soup,
See,
you
we
cannot
are
prepare the
talking
main
of
course.
Administrative measures. You are talking of administrative measures. Now the question is of
The main issue.
constitutional measures, constitutional and legislative measures. There is a sea of difference between administrative measures which are easy to be implemented if you have the will. But the constitutional measures and the legislative measures is a
cannot do
long,
it.
drawn-out process. My first point was that it was quite delayed. I will be hopeful only when this high-powered committee consists of all the members, all the representative political parties from all political parties, and there are stakeholders like ASU and all other stakeholders. They must have representation in this high-powered committee, and which will have a term of reference and also a time frame of at least 5 to 6 years or 10 years. Only then whole issue can be gone into
Another 10 years.
Yes.
You
it
have
will
given
be-
the
no, no.
committee.
It will
By
be-
the
I
time
am
government
saying-
will come and
Yeah,
government will.
I am saying minimum
There-
5 years,
there is
minimum
full-
5
See,
years.
Wasbir,
required.
Now-
you are not allowing me when I say
no,
that
let
people
me.
of Assam
I am running
expected.
short of
But
time.
from 5
I
years
am
is
running
required.
But
absolutely
as
short
Chief
of
Minister
time. I need
Prafulla
to.
Mahanta had said, what I told earlier, that people of Assam also want to see AGP now out of this BJP. I hope sooner or later realization will dawn upon the
Okay,
AGP
let
leadership.
me-
They will run out
This
of
is not-
patience
I will
and will
resolve
come
the
out of
issue
it.
in one
Yeah,
And will
let
come
me
out
go
of
to-
it.
I'm running short of time. Dr. Samujjal Bhattacharjee, what is the road ahead now? What are your suggestions? How should the government proceed? How can you get the Assam Accord implemented in letter and spirit? From now on, let us not talk about the past. Let's now look at the road to the future.
Yes, from now on, before coming to 6 clause, 5 should be implemented. The spirit of the clause 5 must not be diluted, murdered. So the spirit of the Assam Accord must not be violated, number 1. Number 2, there was a committee on clause 6. The spirit and the formation of that committee should continue because ASU is the signatory of the Assam Accord. It's a tripartite agreement. Without discussing with ASU, central government and state government cannot decide anything unilaterally.
Absolutely very clear cut. First of all, implement clause 5, other things will follow. 5, don't dilute and don't murder. It's a very strong word, that clause 5. So clause 5 talks about detection, deportation, expulsion of foreign nationals, which is the key according to Dr. Samujjal Bhattacharjee. Now, Mr. Prafulla Kumar Mahanta, now, do you think what about the timing? Do you think the Lok Sabha elections are near? Do you think everything will be drowned in this whole political game? Mr. Prafulla Mahanta.
They are sleeping and they are not doing anything for the implementation of the Assam Accord, and therefore we suffered now. This is the actually they betrayed the people of the Northeast, and our representative also not uttered a single word on the floor of the House for the development of the Northeast region. This is very unfortunate.
Now, what is going to be your advice to your own party and to Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi, Mr. Mahanta?
No, though Modi ji is a good friend of mine, not as a good friend, because during that period he was also the Chief Minister of the Gujarat and I am also here and we work together. But after the parliamentary election when he formed the government, after that he has not worked for the interest of the Northeast people. He knows the problem and therefore we again urged him to come forward to solve the problem of the Northeast region.
Okay.
We only
Okay, I'll come
shake
to you.
hand with
I'll give you the time.
BJP
We are just wrapping up.
to out the Congress, because Congress misrule created a lot of trouble for the people of the Northeast region, mainly in Assam. Therefore, to outstate them, we shake hand with the BJP at that time, not for
Okay.
other interests.
Okay. Mr. Torun Gogoi, what is the road ahead? Congress, what is it going to do as far as the Assam Accord is concerned?
Our case is, since it's our accord, we want it should be implemented. It should be resolved. and the responsibility is the central government.
And will you continue to oppose the Citizenship Amendment Bill?
Yeah, we will continue to oppose, we will go on opposing, and because it will go against the very basis of Assam Accord.
Okay. Now, Dr. Akhil Ranjan Datta, your last words.
I think this is a very critical situation as far as the state of Assam is concerned, people of Assam are concerned. So, I think people shouldn't get diluted by the politics of division being meted out by the union government and BJP, and we should be very committed in protesting against protesting against the Citizenship Amendment Bill 2016. That has become a kind of pillar for protecting the unity among the people of Assam and also social and communal harmony.
Absolutely. Mr. Dilip Bora?
I agree with Mr. Akhil Ranjan Datta. So far as this, to say that 1971 as cutoff year, that has fostered unity and understanding between different communities of Assam. This should not be disturbed at all, because we can go only together, and all political parties should keep the interest of the indigenous people at the forefront before they go for any kind of amendment or any kind of new bill to implement the Assam Accord or to go against the Assam Accord. They should think twice before taking any decision on these issues.
Okay. Mr. Rupam Goswami?
Look, we are very much with the Assam Accord, and we definitely will protect interest of every indigenous people of Assam. But like Congress, they are taking a stand on Brahmaputra differently, in Barak differently. We are not like that. And if, to Mr. Prafulla Mohanto, he said that Narendra Modi is not doing anything for the Northeast. It is really shocking. He should, he could have seen how much Narendra is doing for the Northeast, for the Assam, what he is doing. That people of Assam has already, they have seen every day. And moreover, I just wanted to tell you, I just want to ask Congress that their president, Mr. Rahul Gandhi, never spoke a word about Citizenship Bill. If they are against the Citizenship Bill,
okay,
why the president of Congress, AICC,
not speaking? Okay, you have said that earlier as well. Okay, now last words, Dr. Samujal Bhattacharjee.
Yeah. To solve this vast foreign national problem, the only way is to implement Assam Accord in letter and spirit within a specific time frame. For that, the central government should abstain from imposing the Citizenship Amendment Bill, which is violating the spirit of the Assam Accord on the people of Assam.
Absolutely.
Detect, delete, and deport illegal foreigners, seal into Bangla border, give us constitutional safeguard according to the spirit of the earlier committees. Don't hoodwink the people of Assam and Northeast.
Right. Moir Bora.
Yeah, my last comment will be very, very simple. I agree with Rupam Goswami when he says that Congress speaks in two voices in Barak Valley and Brahmaputra Valley. But I do not agree with Rupam Goswami when he says that BJP is very much with Assam Accord, because if you are going to destroy and dilute Clause 5 of the Assam Accord, it will amount to murder and violation of the spirit of Assamese people,
right,
which no Assamese will allow in times to come.
Okay, on this note, we end this edition of Northeast Tonight. I'd like to thank all my panelists, Mr. Tarun Gogoi, Mr. Prafulla Kumar Mohanto, Dr. Samujal Bhattacharjee, Dr. Akhil Ranjan Datta, Mr. Moir Bora, Mr. Dilip Bora, and Mr. Rupam Goswami. And thank you, viewers, for watching this edition of Northeast Tonight. Good night and goodbye.
Good night and good night.